A long time ago, in a world not unlike ones you have seen before, lived many nations. In this world they desired peace above all else. So, when a dark beast threatened this peace, the nations got together to create a creature made up of all of them, made up of their best qualities. The elves gave this creature their intellect, the dwarves their fortitude, the humans their inspiration to persevere, the halflings their happiness, the giants gave their strength. This creature was known as the Storm. The Storm went on to battle the dark creature, and it won, bringing this world peace once again. So, what did he do after that? Well, he settled down in a nice little village for a little while before moving out into the middle of the ocean to live in peace, creating what was later called the Storm Surge. That Storm Surge is the world that we are looking at now. So, let's take a deeper dive into this world and see what else it has to offer. Well, guess we will start off in the beginning. As night descends, this is where I spawned into the world. Although I haven't done too much here other than give myself a portal to get back home. This is the beginnings of the world as I knew it. But I have changed it a whole lot since then. So let's start by heading to my base. Is my base. It is a little bit chaotic, but it is home. So the idea with this was it was just whatever resources I had at hand is kind of what I made the next building out of. So this was my first house, or the first build. It is my house. And it's just built out of a lot of random blocks and serves a bunch of different purposes. And then my two villager builds were next, and then followed by some other stuff. So let's just start here at my house and work around, I guess. Basic lava farm, little super smelter, furnace area, my cats. Also I have a data pack in here that gives me these micro blocks. Very fun for decoration. My parrot and my other cat, along with the dragon egg just chilling in the corner over here. And then, oldest trick of the book, hop through the painting into the storage system, which keeps on growing and is never big enough. Always have way too much stuff for this space. Yeah. And then if we head upstairs, this is my, oops, I'll fix that later. This is my enchantment area and my nether portal, as well as my to-do list, and kind of just a sitting area for when I am thinking and figuring out my life, and my ruin area. And then up one more level brings us to all the maps for this world. So this is my end island. Have a big project going on out there, which we will get to shortly. And over here is my witch farm, my ink farm, my Guardian farm here, which we are in up here in this building right there. My slime farm / raid farm, and kind of a just general farming district out here. This is a huge flower farm that I cleared out, which we will go see later. Right here is my villager breeder. Got 2 villagers in here. Also have trades with them. Early game getting all the emeralds. So they fall down there, and then I'd move them into this area over here, along with some basic trading stuff. There's my sugarcane farm here, and my old cobblestone generator, which from very early on in the game. Oh, I forgot about the drops to that go to a area underneath my storage system. I've got a big storage bunker down there. So yeah, here are all of my villagers, along with, I was using this brewing stand for brewing potions for a while. So all sorts of villagers, all the way up here too, getting all of the resources that you could ever need for a world, along with access to my beacon up here. And then next up would be my pumpkin and melon farm, which, oh, that's right, I'm in creative. Has a big helipad on top of it, nice soft spot for me to land. And then out here is my boat, which leads to a geode farm down there. Right here. It is automatic. Redstone will pop them off once they are grown. Very nice, very handy for all of your amethyst needs. I definitely didn't struggle there. Yeah, one of the first boats I've ever built. Definitely looks a little weird. But what can you do? This was a general mob farm for a while, but it has since been converted to creeper and spider only, supplying my consumption of rockets. Then moving back here is my industrial super smelter powered by a giant bamboo farm, which is one of few things in this world that is not designed by me. I tried to design as many of the farms as I could in this world, but that super smelter was not my design. This is my, or at least was my axolotl tank. I think all the axolotls have escaped now, though. Now I guess it's a squid tank. Yeah. Moving around over here. This, I believe, is my cactus farm output, along with my sheep farm, automatic wool farm, my chicken cooker, which is deactive right now, and I did have cows here, but they seem to be missing. Basic farming plots. These were one of the more earlier things I put up as well. This used to be a big crop field. as well as up here was my mushroom growing area, and still has all of my mushrooms. Yeah. Over here is netherwart, as well as my nether tree growing area up here. Though I have an automatic farm for these somewhere else in the world. This is my block museum. Working on build palettes here. Have all of the grayscale blocks here, as well as dirt, wood variants, a bunch of randomness, all the ores and blocks associated with those ores, and then colorful blocks, and just more random stuff. I kind of have used this a couple of times to come up with color palettes for some of the builds around here, kind of picking out what blocks I want to use for it. And I kind of do that up here. I'll grab blocks from down there and put them up in here how I like them, and see what looks good. And then up here is the redstone for my Elytra course, because I like wasting rockets and flying around a bunch. It is pretty fun. And then this is my large world map. So this is where we are at right now. Out here is my iron farm. This is a build that is actually right over there, which we'll go look at here shortly. And then over here is the slime farm again. This was a fun project. I still have one more row to finish up, but I'll get to that eventually. My conduit is right here. So there, yeah. This is a big box that has a bunch of spawners in it. I installed a data pack once I defeated the Ender Dragon enough times to get all the end gateways out to make it so I could still touch spawners. Moving that here to give me access to all of the mob drops fairly easily. And then out here are my villager farms. Got one for carrots, and then one for potatoes, one for carrots underneath it, and then two for wheat to supply all of the packed mud, along with my mud farm over here. And then, yeah, all the resources come down here. More villagers to trade with. And up here, oh, no. I was about to say it's overflowing again. Yeah. Pretty nice. And then this is my honey farm. Automatically collects the honey down here. This was my first floating island that I've ever built, which was fun and a fun little challenge. Prepping me for this build, a little bit bigger than the other one. This holds my character, what did I call it? My character graveyard. So all of the heads up here are heads for different skins that I have ever played as. So yeah, although I am wearing a new skin now for a server that I am playing on. Yeah, so all of these used to be old skins that I had. I went with mob heads for a while before I designed my own skin for this world, which is this one. And then the inside of this build is hollow, and this is where I have started collecting mob heads. So all of the different villagers and their zombie variants, illagers and wandering traders, and then I believe there are more downstairs. Maybe not. Oh, yep. All of my Ender Dragon heads, Elder Guardian heads, and Wither heads. And I don't even think that is all of the Wither heads that I have. I have a pretty large Wither skeleton farm, which is always cranking out withers for me to get. So yeah, there is my iron farm over there. This is what I've called the oil rig. It is a spot for just a bunch of my micro farms, like all of the too tall flower farms, a honeycomb farm, dripstone, rail duper, and glow lichen farm. I've got more planned to put on here, but it's just a nice space to fill out the rest of my little farms that I need. Oops. Switching back into survival, I played with a lower render distance for a while, so I made it so that this island was not seen from this area over here, which you will see in the cinematic shots I put at the end of this video, just to kind of immerse myself in kind of feeling secluded out in the water here, which was very fun. But then I started this project over here called, or that I've called the Dwarvn Church. It is a large build, almost completed. Got that left on the wall, and then the interior to do. It has been a pain in the butt to build, but a lot of fun as well. A lot of resources have gone into this, and just kind of one of my first times building on a larger scale. It's going to be, it's the like central location of the dwarves in this world, as well as eventually I'd like to build a kind of underground town down here in this large cave, with the houses that the dwarves live in. Because I just like being able to tell stories with all of my Minecraft worlds, and that is a part of the lore. Yeah, and I think that is, oh wait, I forgot my bedroom. This is my treehouse, where my bed is, along with just some more chill thinking spots. Some spots that I kind of just hang out sometimes when I'm waiting for ideas to come. Can kind of just hang out in here and let the juices flow. But yeah, that's about all for this area. Let's head into the Nether, and I can show you guys what that area looks like. So I've got stuff all spread out throughout here. I started designing different portal entryways for the different farms that are in there. So like this is kind of like my villager area at my base area, and that one is the end, my slime and raid farm, and my flower and blast chamber district over there, as well as I have laid out pathways to all of the different areas and labeled all of them. So yeah, we were at spawn already, and then we've been here. Then in here, I've got my gold farm right there, as you can see by the big gold room at the bottom there, as well as my ghast farm over there. And then let's head off to one of the biggest projects I have ever undertaken in my whole many years playing Minecraft. A area I call the chunk error, because it looks like it's not rendering in right now. But in reality, I have blown up a massive area of the Nether, as well as taking so long to remove all of the bedrock above this to make a perimeter for my wither skeleton farm, which is where I get so many wither skeletons, as well as it is a great form of XP, as you can see by my many wither skeleton skulls there. I have plans to revamp this a little bit and make it a little bit prettier to look at. But as for right now, that's kind of where it sits. Continuing on with farms, we head out to my flower forest and blast chamber area. And it is night out here. So let me sleep real quick. So this right here is a flower forest that I completely flattened and then bone mealed and removed the grass and then bone mealed again until I got every single block in this flower forest to be a flower, so that I could map out and build these little pods to make sure that I had every single flower I could. This was really fun, although placing down all these, or bone mealing the ground for all these flowers was very painful. Also in this area, a drown farm, just a big water block that spawns drowns and then they fall down and I can kill them. My shulker shell farm, one of the other farms that is not of my design, but is a beast. Supplies all of the shulker boxes for all of the various other farms that I have. This is my Nether tree farm. Automatically blows all of it up. Why I keep on saying there's blast chambers out here. Slightly modified tree farm. Again, blows them all up. Gets lots of resources. This is my chorus fruit farm, for all of the end rods that I've used in various areas. Use that a lot. And then this is a cactus farm and moss farm / bone meal farm, which supplies bone meal for both of these tree farms, as well as the glow lichen farm back at my house. But that's all for this area. The next farm on the list would be the witch farm. So this is the witch farm. Again, a pretty large perimeter, making it so that witches spawn down here and are the only things that can spawn in this area and give me all of their good drops. Most of which are sitting on the floor right now. one of my better sources of redstone and gunpowder. Yep. Oops. Another farm that I have in this world is this, my squid farm. It is the only river biome in a very large area around here. So it is constantly raining squid, which the ink sacs get collected, and then I use them for trading with librarians. It is crazy how much of this I get. Just have so many shulker boxes and chest full of ink. But it gives me lots of emeralds, which is alright for me. Then the second to last farms on the list, my raid farm and slime farm perimeter. This one is just a large flat area that I mined out with a villager in the middle so that the raids get collected in here, and then I can get all of their resources from it. That goes all the way down to my slime farm, which is right underneath this. But here's where all of the raid mobs go, and I collect all of their resources. Yeah. Out here is my Guardian farm, here, as well as my magma cube and zombie piglin killing area because they're annoying when I come out of the portal. Those are the portals for my woodland mansion and my Citadel project, which we will go take a look at next. But in here is my ocean monument that is gone, obviously. All been drained, and then they all just spawn here and give me lots of good drops. I am still working on this. Plan on making another boat. This is inspired by the shipwrecks in Minecraft, just made out of obviously bluer blocks, and is kind of my base of operations while I'm out here. And there is the picture of it. Got more plans for this area. Again, more unfinished projects. And apparently it's almost nighttime. So we will sleep through the night, and then we can head off to the Citadel. Oh, that's a creeper. Please don't follow me, creeper. I want to live. Oh, he's getting close. Oh, just in time. Over here is the Citadel. This is a project that I made for Bronwyn. This is a floating library. More junk on the ground. I have a really bad habit of doing that. This is kind of a chill area that, again, I kind of just hang out in sometimes. This is a build with an interior, but no exterior, as it is floating up in the air. There's a fish tank here, more birds, more pets all around, little kitchen space. And if we go out here, you can see it is just a shell, and a sneaky command block over there. Over there is my woodland mansion. Haven't done much with it. Don't know that I'll do much with it. Yeah. But why this is a project for Bronwyn is because down here I made this. It is a picture of us from our first date. Very cool. This project took so long and so many diamonds, and it was worth it. It was a lot of fun to do, but probably not something I will ever do again. Then the final location is the end. There is another ongoing project happening out here. One of the larger projects and one of the more lore-heavy projects. This goes out to my Ender, another one of my larger XP farms. But up here, I have plans to build a tower around each one of the end gateways in a different style. So this, again, is kind of the style of my home base area, as you can see by all the various resources used throughout it that match the builds back home. But I'd like to have one for all of the different fantasy races, so one for the dwarves, one for the elves, and so on and so forth, all the way around here. Which eventually I'll get around to completing. But then, yeah, so lots of resources piled up out here for that. But down here is my wither killing area, as well as I have chickens here, so I can get wither roses for the whatever you call it, the skeleton farm. Oh man, I'm out here. Well, anyways, I will kill this creeper. And that is it for this world. 4 years in, hopefully many more years to go. Lots of projects to finish up, but we'll get there. So yeah, enjoy the cinematic shots of this world at the end of the video, and have a good day.